The chandelier above the Thanksgiving table cost more than most people make in a year, but the sound that shatters the evening isn't crystal. It's my mother's voice, light and lethal. Darling, we booked Eden Ridge for Lennon's wedding. The deposit came from your college fund. You'll be thrilled for her, won't you? My fork stops an inch from my lips. Gravy trembles, then falls. $55,000. The account Grandma June locked for me until my 30th birthday, 28 days away, has been gutted to pay for my sister's influencer fantasy in the mountains. Across the table, Lennon is already filming a slow-motion hair flip for her 1.2 million followers. My father raises his glass to toast family sacrifices. The man beside me, Jonah, quiet Jonah in his faded denim shirt and paint-splattered boots, sets his napkin down like he's laying a loaded gun on the table. You have 72 hours to reverse every penny, he says, voice low enough that only our half of the table hears. After that, the story writes itself. Dad snorts. With what army, Carpenter? Jonah just smiles the way winter smiles right before it kills you. That night I sit on the tailgate of Jonah's 2001 Tacoma while he drives us out of the city, headlights cutting through frost. They knew the exact date the trust matured, I whisper. They waited until the last possible second. Jonah squeezes my knee. Let them believe the rope is long enough to hang themselves. Monday I learned the theft wasn't clumsy. It was surgical. 9 separate transfers over 10 weeks, each just under the threshold that triggers an alert. There's even a forged email from me, sent from an account 1 digit off my real one, saying, use whatever Lennon needs. Sisters share everything. By Tuesday I've burned through my emergency fund hiring a forensic accountant and a lawyer who eats trustees for breakfast. By Wednesday Lennon posts a 30-second reel of herself crying in golden hour light. Someone very close to me is trying to destroy the happiest day of my life, because they can't stand to see me happy. The comments decide I'm the devil in human form before breakfast. I stop sleeping. I stop answering the phone. I just wait. Friday evening Jonah drives me 2 hours west until the road turns to gravel, and the gravel gives up entirely. We stop in front of a crumbling craftsman bungalow drowning in ivy. The porch is rotting, the windows are cracked, and the for sale sign is so sun-bleached the realtor's name is gone. It's a teardown, I say. It's a beginning, he answers, and hands me a key that feels heavier than any ring I've ever imagined. Saturday is the engagement masquerade at the Glasshouse Pavilion. 500 guests, drone cameras, champagne that costs more per bottle than my rent. I'm wearing the only cocktail dress I own. Mom corners me beside an ice sculpture shaped like Lennon's initials, and slides a settlement agreement across a marble console. Sign, smile for the photographers, and we all pretend this was just a big misunderstanding. I take the pen. I do not sign. Instead Jonah walks straight to the DJ booth, takes the mic like he was born holding it, and says, Lennon Vale, you have a new email. Lennon's phone lights up her mask in cold blue. Her knees buckle. Eden Ridge just canceled our date. They refunded the entire deposit. They said the owner personally intervened. She looks at Jonah like he's a ghost. Who are you? The pavilion's massive LED wall wakes up. Corporate filings scroll past like closing credits. Eden Ridge, Aurora Pines, Skyline Chalet, 37 other venues I've heard Lennon brag about as backup options. All stamped with the same quiet logo, Meridian Collective Holdings. Jonah Meridian. My Jonah. The man who let my father call him the help, while quietly buying half the luxury wedding industry under an LLC no one thought to Google. Dad's face goes the color of raw steak. This is blackmail. No, Jonah says almost gently. This is consequences. 3 attorneys in midnight blue suits appear as if they've been waiting in the walls. The lead hands my parents a tablet. Option 1. Wire $68,400 to the account on the screen in the next 15 minutes. Option 2. We file criminal fraud charges Monday at 9 sharp. The forged emails are already with the DA. Guests are openly filming now. Phones raised like torches. Mom is sobbing into Dad's shoulder. Lennon's mascara runs in perfect black rivers down her porcelain mask. Her fiancé is nowhere, already halfway to the parking lot, keys in hand. At 9:47 p.m. the transfer clears. The LED wall flashes green. Funds received. Jonah hands the mic back to a stunned DJ and walks over to me. He's still wearing the same denim shirt, but the sleeves are rolled high enough to show the watch I once thought was a knockoff. Turns out it's a 1964 heirloom worth more than my parents' house. Ready to go home? He asks. 6 months later, I marry him on a windswept beach in Big Sur with 32 people who never once asked me to shrink. I wear a second-hand lace dress dyed the color of sea glass. My vows are 12 lines long. His are 4 words. I saw you first. We spend our honeymoon tearing out rot and pouring new foundations into that ivy-choked craftsman. The trust money, what's left after lawyers and a new furnace, sits in an account labeled for people we haven't met yet. Some nights I still get texts from unknown numbers. A photo of Lennon outside a Motel 6. A single voice memo from Mom that just says my name like a bruise. I don't listen. I don't answer. I delete, block, and go back to sanding the banister. Jonah taught me how to refinish at 3 a.m. while we argued over whether sea salt is green or gray. The house still groans when the wind moves through it, but every creak is ours. Every scar in the floorboards is a story we chose. And every morning the sun comes up over 20 acres that no one can take, no one can forge, no one can touch unless we say yes. I used to think safety looked like a seat at a table, where I was only tolerated if I stayed quiet and useful. Turns out safety looks like a crooked craftsman at dawn, coffee steaming in chipped mugs, Jonah's hand on the small of my back, while we watch the light move across wood we brought back to life ourselves. The wind smells like salt and pine and second chances. I breathe it in until my lungs feel brand new. And for the first time in 30 years, the only name I answer to is the one I decide is mine.